on to One Punch Man 116 and 117. I don't know what 116 is called, and I don't know what 117 is called. 116 is called Playing, and 117 is called Cornered Rats. So basically, we get to see the cat motherfucker that got hoed before, letting us know that he ain't no hoe. He's running out on what are these A-class niggas, I think, and basically running the squad. We also, these are from earlier chapters, but Flashy Flash and Saitama had a little half-second moment, which I'm not paying much attention to yet until it builds into a fight. So we're good for now. Yeah, I think mostly it was just focusing on this cat guy. And one thing I always find interesting about One Punch Man is like these gaps be like really out of control sometimes. Like how it goes from basically like an S-class person was fighting him, and this nigga was like, I need to get out the way, this nigga's scary, to oh, I'm running a bunch of A-class niggas just one level below S-class, and like none of these niggas can touch me. Like they're damn near about to die type shit, like from running the hands with me. And even the same S-class that almost dropped him was getting his ass worked by another motherfucker. So it just be so funny how outside of Saitama, who's just like the kingpin of all these motherfuckers, like the levels just like the gaps just be insane between characters in One Punch Man. I just be like, what the fuck?
And it's weird that they can't even jump one dude. That shows how much the gap is even greater.
Right. You would think that a bunch of A classes should equal a S class, but it is not like that.
Nope. I mean, I guess
they
it's basically just like the idea of a bunch of kids trying to punch through a metal wall.
Yeah.
No matter how many kids you get, you ain't gonna be able to punch through it.
Yeah. Dudes, I think they are all A class.
Yeah, they're the trash though.
Yeah, because I remember them saying like A class stay up, y'all shouldn't even go downstairs. I don't even know if B class niggas showed up. There's probably like you gonna die, and I think if B class did show up, we'd have to see Moomin Rider.
Because the psychic girl sister is B class and she was in there. So yeah, I think B class didn't show up at all.
Yeah, them niggas would have died. Clearly, Moomin Rider wouldn't have stood a chance against this nigga, the little cat motherfucker. He took a bullet, reflected that shit, and basically headshotted a nigga. Well, I guess his ability was to one-shot motherfuckers.
And how did he survive that? The world may never know.
Exactly.
Oh, the guy, he's still alive?
Yeah, man. He got back up. He got back up talking shit.
Oh, yeah. For 117, Drive Knight shows up. So the guy we have locked up is what? Metal Knight?
I thought that was also like different version of Drive Night, but I
That's
guess
what I thought too. Like, because when I saw Drive Night, I was like, wait, isn't this nigga that was locked up earlier? Did he just like get out his little metal shell or some shit? So I don't know. I guess they about to put respect on his name now. We'll see. I wish we reviewed some of these other ones because there were some more interesting fights. Like I like the homeless hobo guy. That seemed like that fight was gonna be pretty interesting. Who did Pig God face? I forget.
He's facing off against the top B class hero, the pretty dude, Mask.
Oh, that Fugly. Fugly, that shit was hilarious. That chapter.
They had like an eating battle or something, right?
No, not Pig God.
Oh no, Pig God was going to get something with nothing but teeth.
Yeah, they would have an eating battle. They were like eating. He like ate him, and then he came back and ate him or something like that. Oh no, Pig God ate a monster, and then another monster came and ate him.
Yeah,
and,
right. But then he started like eating his way outside of it or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so but no, the Sweet Mask fight was pretty funny.
Sweet Mask is going against a super ugly dude.
That shit was hilarious. He was like, my one weakness. He's not just ugly. Oh, this nigga is fugly, bro. Like I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, no.
And I thought we were about to finally see Sweet Mask fight, but no.
Yeah. He's still not that cold to me though. I'm not fucking with him like that. Is this Sweet Mask or Flashy Flash? That's the blocker of the A class.
Sweet Mask.
Oh, it's Sweet Mask.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not getting it. Even after seeing him like fight that one chick, I was like, oh, I guess that's cold, but like, nah. And then Atomic Samurai's fight was also pretty interesting as well.
He's
I
dead,
feel
right?
like
He lost, right?
I don't know if they confirmed that he lost yet or not, but it looked like he was on the losing side because he beat the first guy he fought, and then he fought the Black Sperm. And the Black
Well,
Sperm, he
he
kept
can't.
trying to
Black
cut
Sperm
that
is like the
motherfucker off.
strongest.
It wasn't.
Black Sperm's like the strongest nigga, though, right?
Yeah.
So
you
yeah,
said he is the
he's gonna.
strongest.
Isn't that who
Yeah.
you said was the strongest
He's
from
not
the web
the
comic?
strongest, but he's one of the
Besides,
strongest.
Oh.
besides Guru, right?
No, so there's Garu, there's Black Sperm, there's the homeless dude, because even he is going to be working Tatsumaki. There's the water. Oh, we forgot to talk about the water. Uh, evil water or something like that.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
that thing is going to be one of the most powerful.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might have been somebody else, but oh well, the ugly dude, but he's not really going to be all of that. He's just the kryptonite for Sweet Mask.
Oh, so I was like, Fugly is up there.
He's going to give him hands, but
Uh.
he's still going to get dropped.
But yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, these S-class fights have been pretty interesting. I'm not this cat guy versus A-class. Well, now with the Drive Knife fight, I think I'm gonna be less interested because coming from what's his face, Kid Genius. While I think it was a good fight, of all the fights, S-class fights I've seen so far, I would say I would lean is more boring than those. So I feel like Drive Knight is gonna be pretty similar.
I think it's the fact that he's like a robot related. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of that shit already, so it would be better to see some guys you haven't seen. That's why I like the homeless guy. His power was cool. He had like these energy balls and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I think it's fighting against the zombie guy, so that made it even funnier.
Yeah, I like the homeless guy and I like his backstory. Zombie guy was just like ended up liking him more because I slept on him so hard in the beginning. Like I definitely felt like he wasn't shit, but when he went into that first fight where he was in that room of people and they was just like killing him, he was just like fuck it, axes, like whatever. I definitely put some respect on his name, so I think it's gonna be interesting.
But I still think he's trash because I mean he's still weak. He just can't die.
I mean, yeah, but he gives zero fucks though. I feel like that's why I like him more. I don't think, yeah, I agree with the fact that he's not that strong, but I felt like because he is immortal, he just like is willing to put his body through whatever the fuck, and it just doesn't seem like he feels any of it either.
So
he's like a boring version of Deadpool. Deadpool
I
without
give
all
you
of the
that.
jokes and shit.
Yeah.
I can give you that.
So like the like a nonchalant Deadpool or something.
Yeah.
Like, so he's gonna lose to the homeless guy.
I don't recall exactly how it ends up playing out, but I believe the homeless dude is gonna, well, according to the original manga, the homeless dude would be banging Tatsumaki.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so basically, I'm trying to remember. He would be trying to still kill. Fucking Zombieman. He's gonna still come back and talking to like, oh, you still ain't kill me or whatever. And he's gonna do something, and then the god that gave him his power is gonna be like, you know what, you ain't worthy anymore, and he's just gonna blow him up. So it's not like anybody actually defeats him, but the god basically kills him, deeming him unworthy.
The god gave him his powers, you said?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so like the what's the monster with the eye? Gyoro or whatever. So he was weak then. He was just trash.
Oh hell yeah. Hero Girl?
Yeah, they definitely was hyping him up. I thought this nigga was bigger than what he was.
He wasn't shown in the original one drawings.
Oh,
really? Oh, that's probably why
at
he
all.
killed
Yeah,
himself.
there's a number of characters that were not in the original one drawings.
Oh,
Oh.
So who was like controlling the Monster King in the original then?
I do not recall.
Mm.
I just remember them all going down to the underground, and the S-class heroes were getting banged by certain characters.
Yeah.
The ones that were just getting revealed were revealed of with each of these chapters. Nyan
Yeah.
Cat is definitely not one of them. I'll tell you that.
Oh, he
Oh, so
wasn't
he's
in the one?
No, and I expect
okay.
that
So
he's probably gonna get banged finally right now.
I take
Remember,
it that
dude, Nyan.
all the characters that weren't in the one like like comic or whatever, they're all the weak ones, I guess.
Right. So yeah, Nyan Cat. Remember, he was getting banged by Puri Puri Prisoner, so he definitely can't be one of the ones that's going to be OP. Especially the chicken dude. He wasn't in it, and you saw what happened to him.
Yeah, that goes
But
back to the discrepancy on the strength, I guess. If they're all dragon, but
that's great
obviously it's a
writing
bit
though,
different.
because they're still able to squeeze them in and then not feel off. You know, they still get killed off soon, but it's like as far as their backstories, keeping the funny and like staying in theme. I don't know if one is the one who like ends up adding these extra characters and signed off on them, but whoever added them like did a pretty good job of like piecing it in where it doesn't seem off. At least for me, I didn't read the one comic, so maybe if I read it, I would feel like, oh, this is weird. But they seem to fit in the vibe of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna rate it, but I'm just gonna rate it across most of these S-class fights rather than just these two chapters. So I say it's probably like a decent plus, because it hasn't been that lit to talk about, but it has been like great to read. It's been a great read when it does pop up because One Punch Man has been spotty over the past few months. I feel like I don't have a good consistency on when it's dropping still.
Bro, they don't know
So
either. I don't think anyone does. That shit
yeah,
just pop up whenever it wants. And sometimes
right.
it's
So
two chapters
whenever
at
it does
once.
pop up, is great, but
Yeah.
I can't because it's not consistent. I gotta give it like a good decent plus, just shy of decent as hell for
Yeah.
all of these S-class fights. Some of them have been very interesting, and then some of them based off of like the S-class person's power or like the jokes have been like missed. Like the pig cod fight, interesting but not like funny or like hype in terms of action. But then the Puri Puri Prisoner fight, not interesting on action, but also very, very funny because the nigga's just like making up moves, pretending like there's something special. Like he's like, oh, I got this armor on my chest. It's like, yo, it's just your chest hairs are really strong. And then he just making shit up. So I like it.
and don't forget
Decent.
about King's fights.
Oh yeah. King is always. I forgot what happened with him in this one. Did he just get a fight a couple chapters ago?
I think it was probably a little bit more than that, where so it was basically like the little kid. He was running up to him, talking about, "Oh, the monsters are
Oh
coming after
yeah,
me.
and
You
he
need to
figured
save
out
me."
that
And it turned into one of the
he was
monsters, and
like,
it,
"Just
and it
already know I'm
died.
not a kid."
He used King
Damn,
Hockey,
killed you, bro.
killed him.
But yeah, I give it that
It's a
decent
decent
plus. What
plus.
about y'all?
Uh, I'm just gonna rate it for the last two chapters because I
Okay.
think we might have said something last time about the one before, but um, honestly, I'm tired of seeing this fucking cat. So I can't really give it anything too good. So the best I can do is give it like a decent minus. That's the best I can give it because I'm tired of seeing this fucking cat after all these damn chapters. Kill him.
I give it a decent plus. I think the cat is funny. Like his ass is just running away from like strong niggas to fight the weak niggas. That's funny to me. Overall, yeah, it's just and I'm giving it all the chapters overall that I haven't talked about at least a decent plus. But yeah, it's not lit. It's not decent as hell, but it's just entertaining. Like you said, it's just like it's nice. It's like a nice surprise whenever One Punch Man comes out.
Right.
You just go to Manga Stream and a One Punch Man chapter. Nice. Like it's always a good little feeling. So decent
Yeah.
is plus.